Imagine your child waking up every morning, dressed in uniform, backpack on, ready to learn, but there's no school to go to. Not because of war, not because of a pandemic, but because a minister refused to pay teachers their rightful wages for over 2 months. Meanwhile, this same minister is spending 37 billion naira, yes, you heard that right, 37 billion naira to renovate a conference center. Now, ask yourself, is this madness, or just Nigeria? What kind of nation prioritizes cement and chandeliers over classrooms and chalkboards? That's the question we must ask after witnessing what VeryDarkMan did in Abuja, turning a protest into a makeshift classroom at the gate of FCT Minister Wike's residence. Our children, innocent, eager, full of promise, have been out of school for over 60 days. Teachers are on strike, demanding the minimum wage they were promised. And the government's response? Silence and a multi-million naira facelift for a conference hall. We are watching a systemic failure, not just of education, but of conscience. When a government stops caring about who suffers, when officials treat public education like a burden instead of a priority, what future are we building? VeryDarkMan didn't just protest, he taught. He showed us what it means to care. He brought children to the doorstep of power and said, if you won't fund schools, we'll bring the school to you. And in that moment, we saw something more powerful than any speech. We saw truth in action. But it shouldn't have to be this way. No activist should have to teach children on the streets. No parent should have to choose between hope and despair. And no child should be punished because they were born into poverty while politicians' kids are overseas, in the finest private schools. Let's tell ourselves the hard truth: if these were the children of senators, governors, or ministers, would they be at home for 2 months, out of school? Would their parents allow this kind of systemic neglect? The answer is no. The truth is, our leaders fix only what they use. The roads are getting done because the politicians drive on them. The schools are abandoned because their children don't attend them. This is why our health centers are collapsing, because our leaders fly abroad for checkups. This is why public transportation is chaotic, because they ride in convoys. And this is why public education, because they don't see it as their problem, but it is their problem. And it's ours too. Because the consequences of uneducated children are not isolated. They affect all of us, in crime rates, in poverty levels, in national productivity. This is not just about kids missing class. This is about Nigeria missing its future. The money being used to renovate that international conference center, 37 billion naira, could fund thousands of teachers' salaries, fix broken classrooms, provide teaching materials, and bring hope to entire communities. So, we ask, which is more important? The shiny tiles of a banquet hall, or the education of Nigeria's next generation? Is this how we want history to remember us? Some will say VDM went too far. But the truth is, he didn't go far enough, because the people responsible are still sitting comfortably, untouched, unbothered, and unaccountable. This is not just about Wike. Not just about Abuja. This is about a rot that has infected every level of our national life. A mindset that says, if it doesn't benefit me, I don't care. That is what we must break. So we are asking you, yes, you watching, to speak up. Share this video. Comment below, what do you think about this protest? What do you think about 37 billion for a hall while children are denied education? Which Nigeria are we building? This is not just about Wike. It's not just about Abuja. This is about a rot that has infected every level of our national life. A mindset that says, if it doesn't benefit me, I don't care. That is what we must break. 14. So we are asking you,